Hi everyone, it's Oliver Katz here with your April 2026 Sooke market update. Let's start with single family homes, which continue to be the primary driver of our market here in Sooke. In April, we saw a total of 16 homes sold. That's a solid level of activity and a good sign of continued buyer demand as we move through the spring market. The average sale price came in around $930,000 with a median just over $912,000 and homes sold at roughly 98% of list price. Now, when we compare that to April of last year, the difference is quite noticeable. In April 2025, we saw 25 homes sold with an average sale price just under $972,000 and a median around $910,000. So year over year, we're seeing fewer sales this April compared to last year, but pricing has remained relatively stable, especially at the median level. What that tells us is that while activity has slowed somewhat, home values themselves have held steady, which points to a more balanced and price-sensitive market. In terms of inventory, we saw 68 new single-family listings come to market in April, with an average list price just over $1,070,000. One important trend to highlight this month is the number of properties being taken off the market. That includes withdrawn, cancelled, and expired listings combined. In a number of cases, those same properties are coming back shortly after as new listings. So when we talk about new inventory, it's worth noting that not all of it is truly new. Some of it is repositioned listings with updated pricing or marketing. That's something both buyers and sellers should be aware of because it can impact how we interpret supply and competition in the market. Now let's take a closer look at the half duplexes. We saw 4 homes sold in April with an average sale price around $617,000 and a median just over $615,000. Homes in this category sold at about 98% of list price, and the average time on market was just under 2 months. So what that tells us is this is a balanced segment. Homes are selling, but buyers still have some room to make decisions. We also saw 4 new half duplex listings come to market with an average price around $679,000. Overall, this remains one of the more accessible entry points into the Sooke market, and we're seeing steady, consistent activity here. Now briefly on multifamily homes, we saw just 1 townhome sold and 1 condo sold in April. So overall, fairly limited activity in these categories this month. In terms of new supply, 11 townhomes came to market, averaging around $683,000, and 6 condos were listed, with an average price around $537,000. So while sales were quiet, there are still options available for buyers in these segments. It's just a slower pace of movement compared to detached homes. So overall, April shows us a market that is active, stable, and price sensitive. Single-family homes continue to lead with solid sales volume. Half duplexes are showing steady, balanced performance, and condos and townhomes remain quieter with limited sales activity. The key takeaway right now is that pricing and positioning matter, especially in a market where some listings are being pulled and reintroduced. If you're thinking about buying or selling and want to understand how these trends apply to your situation, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month.